Warning, this content contains foul language, violence, and gore. Enjoy the story. Hi guys, this is Ravenclaw What If. Welcome back to another What If story. Now, last time on What If Deku was reborn as a snow elf, as he officially met demon Lord Lily, as she gave him a task to retrieve a artifact as a gift for a good gesture towards towards peace talks. The Demon Lord thought that it would be a good idea to send someone from the Dark Elf, but yet that's not a Dark Elf. It's from the Dark Elf tribes, but the person's not a Dark Elf. This is the perfect branch, and the fact that he's a Snow Elf, they're well known for their diplomatic skills. Before the Snow Elf's destruction or extinction, almost extinct. Well, technically, Winter's a last of his kind so far. I don't know yet if I'm going to add more Snow Elves. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll figure it out once I get this story rolling more into the future. All right. You see, when a Snow Elf shows up to a basically a meeting, discussions between two ruling factions. They're known to keep the peace, and they're not favorable to any of the sides. They're pretty much. I'm going to use Star Trek lingo here. He's pretty much a Vulcan of the elves, pretty much the race in general. So let's get onto that. They're peaceful, but yet they're nowhere weak. They used to be. So as when he arrived at the dungeon, he met the prince of the High Elves. That they sent him just to accompany whoever they sent out to gesture of friendship. As as Winter finally explored his first dungeon, was it infested with goblins? He took out a troll then and there. As they finally, they got the artifact. As they took they had to go to the inn for the night because it was getting kind of late. So that's pretty much where I left it off. As the prince woke up, as he knocks on Winter's door, he's not there. As he gets his protector up and ready, as they go search for Winter. The prince and his attendant walk down the street as they see Winter standing against a tree, holding something in his palm. As he believes he's chanting something. There you are, Winter. What are you doing? Oh, preparing. We're fighting. We're going to the orc blockade, right? Yep. And now, using my enchantment magic, it's not efficient enough. So I won't be needing that anymore. What do you mean? The ring. With this, I'll have full access of enchantment on auto. As long as I'm wearing a ring, I should be fine. Not only does it give me a strength, as powerful I am with enchantment magic when it comes to the physical body, it also increases my speed quite a bit. But unfortunately, defense is not a still requires to add a little bit of defense on it, but it's quick work what I could do with the time I have. So, when are we leaving? Right now. Good. Uh, As the prince, a question popped in his mind. You're quite familiar with orcs. Have you fought them before? I've fought many orcs before. I've actually was taught by one. Orcs are stubborn creatures, single-minded, easy to rile up, but they do have a code of conduct. It's quite admirable for the orc species. Things keep popping up on my Discord. Give me a second, guys. But what they lack in intelligence, they make it up with pure strength. They're not as powerful as Omi, but pretty close. As they finally get to exit to the city, as the guards let them through, as they head off to the orcs' little operation that they got in the road, middle of the road between the town and heading down to the High Elf Nation. They finally get to the orc stronghold that's in the middle of the road. They made a pretty much a blockade, as they have a miniature encampment inside the barcade. So it's like a barcade and a little makeshift base for them. Nightshade, stay on standby. As Winter sees the orc crest that's on the banner in the middle of the wooden doors, wooden gates, sorry. As Winter has a grin on his face, as he's pretty much smiling. As once the moment he saw the crest, as the prince, what? Carrie's like, what's going on, Winter? Why you look happy? I haven't known you for long, given we just met, but you don't seem the type to show many emotions. Stand back. You're not going to win this time. As immediately Winter pretty much grabbed onto the gate, rips it off the hinges as the doors go flying back of Winter. As immediately two orcs jump down from the top level as they stand in front of Ezekiel holding their battle axes. As Ezekiel does this, well, Winter simply rushes over to them in striking range as he grabbed one of them by the head and jumped up and kicked the other one right in the side of the head as he goes flying. As he slams the one he has in his hand, the moment he hit the ground, he slams his head into the ground. He sees a full group of them running towards him as he grabs one of the axes as he throws it as it cuts a piece of rope that was holding some ale crates. Well, pretty much ale barrels made of mead, alcohol, as they all fall down and land on the orcs. As one of them wasn't knocked off. Well, one of them wasn't knocked off unconscious. As he slowly gets up, picks up his axe as he rushed towards Winter. As well, Winter is just dodging out of the way like it's boring him. As he palm strikes him, across the face. As he goes flying into the wooden wall. As he sees it, immediately he sees an orc just sitting on a table, just drinking and eating. As Winter rushes forwards, creates a ice sword, immediately strikes down on his orc. As immediately he just picks up his axe, as he reflects the blade, as he looks at Winter, with a grin. Well, isn't Winter? Hello, Glorlock. Is that any way to talk to your teacher? We'll see about that, old man. As Winter, jumps off. If anything, you're probably older than me. Highly doubt it. Immediately, they both rush at each other as they're having a conversation. Why they're clashing blades. So, how's your crazy sister? She's fine. What about you on your end? Don't worry, don't worry. We're keeping the road safe. We won't allow anyone to interfere with the peace talks. So a little birdie told us that you're doing errands for the demon lord Lily. You are correct. As they jump backwards, as they rush forwards, and as they clash blades, as there's a miniature shockwave of wind burst everywhere. Careful of that one, Winter. Don't let that laid back attitude and that nice face she puts up. If you cross her, she will destroy you. Just keep yourself on your toes. I'm well aware of her power, Gorlock. Teacher Gorlock to you, kid. After all, you haven't completed your training just yet. As he pulls as he reached down, as there was an axe in the ground, as he pulls it out, as he double wields axe. Well, he double wields two axes. Double wielding. That's pretty much how it's easy to describe it. I'm just too baked right now, so my bad. As immediately Winter creates another sword on his left hand, and he goes into a fighting stance as he rushes Gorlak as their blades clash. So, what do you think about the High Elves? I have no opinion of them. I was ordered to retrieve the artifact and give it as a gift, and I will do so. My opinion on the race has nothing to do with it. I have no fondness or ill will towards the high elves in general. I don't have the bad blood when it comes to the rest of the dark elves. I know of their history, but I'm not a dark elf. I'm a snow elf. I appreciate what they did. I truly do. But the main fact, I'm a snow elf, not a dark elf. I will never be one of them. But those stubborn dark elves insisted that I was a part of their tribe, so here I am. As they go in for series of strikes, as they reflect every time Winter try to strike Gorlak, as Gorlak reflects every blow he's tried to do. As they go in for the last clash of their blades, as Winter's swords shatter, as Gorlak got a smile as he's about to swing down, as Winter in a chopping motion does destroyed his axes in a clear swipe, as there's ice hits the back of Gorlak behind, freezing the two orcs that were about to shoot their arrows at Winter. Everyone, stay out of this. This is between teacher and student. Understood, Gorlak. High Chieftain Gorlak. Here looks at his ring as like, damn. I guess we'll call it good for now. I yield. As Gorlak, laughs as he puts a hand on his shoulder. Come on, Winter. It's been so long. So what? So how was your little trip to the dungeon? I heard the rumors that artifact was held there. One of the beginner dungeons, but it's a good start for you. Boring. Thing was filled with low-level monsters, goblins, a troll, now and then. Prince, come on. Ah, Prince. Name's Gorlak. It's good you actually came to say hi this time. As the prince, like, what do you mean? I saw you sneak around. Why didn't you go after us? We were not concerned with that. But we did send a letter to your father telling you had free reign passage. As his bodyguard, Prince, you didn't. Yeah, I kind of didn't read the letter. It was too long. I'm not at all about that. No, I'm good. Eat. We were having a feast before your little attack. Gotta say, Winter, you're getting better. One of these days, you're gonna actually kill me. What's the plan, Gorlak? As the prince is looking at Winter and Gorlak, as this is a very weird interaction. As Gorlak starts laughing. Oh, you're my favorite type of elf. You're almost you're almost a crossbreed between how you act, between an orc and a Omi. Wish there was more elves like you like that. Well, as a few hours have passed, well, I've held you up long enough, Winter. Say hi to your sister for me. Gorlak put his hand on Ezekiel, Winter Soldier. Be careful. We had some incidents before. What do you mean, Gorlak? A group of them using stealth magic. I believe what they called it. Not sure. Magic, they make it weird names. Anyways, some sort of invisible spell or whatever. They got through our blockade, so be on guard. Do Gorlak. If they interfere, I'll kill them. Take my responsibilities of being part of the tribe very seriously, Gorlak. Anyone that gets in my way of my mission, I will cut them down without a thought, without a second thought. No mercy, no, no negotiations, just death. Compromise with my enemies, I kill them. Until we meet again, Gorlak. They finish their journey as they take pretty much they make camp for the night. As nothing really happens, as we're gonna time skip the next day as they continue their travels down the road as they pretty much don't come across anything. They're going on strictly high elf territory, so it's pretty peaceful. A lot of nature. They finally arrive to the high elf capital. As the two guards told the Winter to halt. State your business. My name is Winter. I'm a diplomat from the Dark Elf tribes. I believe your king is awaiting my arrival. I'm also accompanying your prince back home. As the guard looks, let me guess, he didn't do any of the work. Uh, you wound me. You're supposed to be a soldier. Due respect, my prince. You're lazy. You're free to go. You're free to come in. Prince stops to talk with the guard for a few last words. So how's the missus? Doing fine, Prince. We're expecting our third child. Well, graduations. You sure you don't want that promotion I offered? No, no, my prince. I want to do it with all due respect. I want to do it with my own wisdom, with my own power. And I know your gesture is quite an honor. I understand. You want to do it the legit way. Very well. I don't mind. Just to let you know, the offer's still on the table if you ever want to get into a higher position. We could definitely use you in a higher position in the guards. Prince Kara, you're a strange elf. Are all your people like this? As the guard, no, 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 we're not all like this, like him. He's a special case. Yeah. I'll talk to you later. Let's go, Winter. We have to get to the castle. We cut to a small conversation with the guards that just let them pass as the guard on the left. That was a snow elf. What are you talking about? Snow elves are gone. Well, clearly not. That was a snow elf. If the dark elves sent a snow elf to negotiate, that means they mean business. They're actually considering a peace treaty. Only Winter would be pretty much an ambassador of the elf from the dark elf tribe. Not a diplomat, but that it's basically the same thing. The two guards stop him from entering the throne room as they want to get his name as he told them why he's here as they nod as the guards open the door as one of the elves announce Izuku or Winter from the dark elf tribe. Good evening, your majesty. As Winter walks forward as he gestures respect. I am Winter Frostcrest, ambassador from the dark elf tribe. As you have the king of the high elves, as he has a stern face as he nods as Winter places something in front of him as it's one of one of the artifacts they've been looking for. As as everyone sees the snow elf, the queen and the queen's daughter, they rise. Son, how was your trip? Good, father. We got the artifact pretty easy. Your friend over here, he's pretty strong. Your name's Winter, was it? Yes. Yes, your majesty. Why would a snow elf align with with the dark elves? I'm just curious. The dark elf tribe took me in, gave me a home. I was strictly commanded by Demon Lord Lily to retrieve this artifact and deliver it to you personally, as a good gesture towards peace. We accept your humble gift, Winter of the Dark Elf tribe. Young Winter, will you be present for the peace talks? Yes, I will be in. I will be part of the peace and notifications, whatever. Yes, I will. If you have any questions about any concerns, feel free to bring them up towards me. I'm well in verse in dark elves traditions and laws. If you have any concern, I'll be able to help you out. Assist you in any way possible. Immediately, as Winter sensed something, as a group of cloak figures decloak, as they rush towards King, trying to assassinate him. As immediately before the blood could get anywhere close to his the king's presence, as the man's hand falls to the ground as he screams, as everyone looking around, what the hell? As they're looking at Winter, as he's holding a ice scythe, as he chops the assassin's head off. Allow me to handle this, Your Majesty. I'll keep one alive for you to interrogate, but the rest can die. As the squad of assassins get into a fighting stance, as two of the assassins are chanting something, magic most likely. That's what Winter believes. As Winter steps up to him, you think you're going to assassinate the king in this nation? You might as well have been seeking death. As the assassin cocks a grin, the king's not the only target. Winter sees chanting something as the spell finally ends, as immediately, let's say, I'm trying to give a good number here. Let's say about 30 to 40 sword constructs, created through magic, floating in the air, as they all rush forward as they're aiming for the princess. As Izuku, as Winter last second, enchant his speed, as he blitz in front of the blades, as he creates a ice sword, as he's reflecting them with his blade. Incredible speed, as he knows he can't keep this up for long. Nightshade. Destroy all the hostiles. As a invisible creature popped out of nowhere, as immediately he butchers all the rest of the assassins. Nightshade is about to kill the last one. Stand down, Nightshade. We want this one alive. As immediately, Izuku seems like glowing letters starts forming in the air as he's writing something with his finger, as immediately the last assassin gets encased in ice from head to neck. As Izuku, as Winter looks to make sure the princess is okay. Princess, are you unharmed? And she stares at Winter. And she's like, no, I'm fine, thank you. King, make sure his daughter's right. Sweetheart, are you all right? You're not hurt or anything? No, no, father, I'm fine. Thanks to Winter here. Apologies for my abrupt behavior, Your Majesty. Oh no, you're fine, Winter. Thank you for protecting my daughter. But what is that thing? The king sees the creature sitting right beside Winter. This is Nightshade. This is Nightshade. He's one of my inventions that I created. It looks like some sort of metal wolf. How is it operated? Through my own invention. Something called the sorry, called a magic core. Fascinating. I would love to learn more about this. But please, stay as my guest. As staff, gets shows Winter where he's sleeping tonight. As we're gonna have dinner tonight, please. I would love for you to accompany us to attend. Pretty little dinner. As Winter, very well, Your Majesty. Please rest until then. The mage will come and get. The staff will come and get you once it's ready. Well, it'd pretty much be the help, but we cut to the king and the prince. Kira, son, what do you What do you make of the young man? Oh, Winter? He's he's interesting. He's a bit cold, serious, doesn't waste time, takes his responsibilities serious. So he's pretty much the opposite of you, brother. Yes, sister, he's pretty much the opposite of me. The guy did get dragged off for interrogation, so yeah, he's no longer there. Just to let you guys know. For once, father, I agree with brother. He's interesting. Father, how long will he be staying here? Um, if everything goes well, maybe 4 or 5 weeks. Make it 3 months. What, daughter? Make him stay 3 months, please. Can't simply force him to stay for 3 whole months. I don't care, father. Just make it happen. I don't know why you're being so stubborn on this. You're keep yammering on about me finding a husband, and I find him interesting. In the simple fact that he's the only snow elf that we've seen since the eradication of the species. Oh, or since the eradication of one of our fellow elfins, elf kind, pretty much. Yeah, I'm yammering on about this, but let's continue. He's smart, strong, have a sense of ability. Or he has his things in order, and he's versed not only in magic, but what we saw today. Also, he's been trained in combat as well. These are favorable traits in a future husband. Up to other suitors, they're not up to my standards. The fact that they're all weak. I won't be married to a weakling. You know, father, I could have killed those assassins easy if you just let me. No, daughter, you have to uphold a reputation. Having you kill in front of a guest and no longer an ambassador of the elf tribe, that would give off the wrong message. You might excuse me, father, but I'm gonna get ready for dinner. I don't care what you have to do, father. If you have to beg the demon lord herself, like I'm asking much. This 3 months. It's not like I want him to stay for years. That's totally up to him, of course. If everything goes well. As she walks away, as the queen, talks with the king. Well, she seems to be pretty set on this one. Dear, listen, dear. It's not like I'm against the idea. I just want the best for her. I know, but she seems keen on this snow elf. You know her daughter have a unique taste when it comes to her suitors. Don't I know it? She's always either them yelling and telling us all sorts of crap, war, threatening to go to war. She's a difficult one. So we cut to the little dinner they have going on, the feast and everything. As you have Winter just calmly drinking tea. So, Winter, how are you liking your stay so far? Winter looks up at the queen as he's like, it's been very enjoyable. You have a very nice city. Has the Dark Elves been treating you well? As Winter, they've been they've been very nice to me. They've treated me well. Apologies. None taken, Your Majesty. So the king, came up with a conversation towards Winter as the king asks how long he's been training in the way of the sword. As Winter goes off in his training regimen, he's been trained ever since he's been taken in by the Dark Elves. As they made sure to teach him not just in magic, but with physical power and fighting techniques. Continue their dinner as everyone has their own little bits of conversation, as the princess did ask Winter a lot of questions. As the dinner concludes, as Winter gets some fresh air on the balcony. There you are, Winter. What do you need? Just fair warning. You caught the eye of my sister, so good luck, man. What do you mean by that? As Winter's just asking a general question, as he whistles, as he steps in front of his sister. If you're looking for him, he's on the balcony. Thank you, brother. Good evening, Winter. As Winter looks over, oh, Princess, please call me Scarlet. Scarlet. Yeah, my dad has a sick sense of humor. He thought it was funny to name me Scarlet for some reason. Most likely because of my black hair. It's a greater insult to the humans. I never know. I want to thank you again for saving me. Thank you, Winter. As Winter, it's no problem. And to inform you that I took an interest in you. I'm flattered that you show so interest in me. Why? I'll be frank with you, Winter. My father's been edging me on to find a suitor, and you have great promise. So far, you've shown good qualities to be a proper suitor for me. We're about the same age. We would have to wait if you incline to engage in this activity. Of course, we're going to have to wait until we're both the age. You have Winter as he's thinking about this logically. You can imagine me getting engaged so soon, but that's a minor inconvenience. Do this. This would definitely deepen the relationship between the Dark Elves and the High Elves. It would definitely be a plus for them. I might be a snow elf, but I'm still part of the tribe, so on paper it makes sense. Very well, Princess Scarlet. I accept your terms. While I'm here, outside of my negotiations for the peace talks, outside of that, I'm all yours. As long as you follow those guidelines, I have no problem with it. I agree. Then we're in agreement. After all, this agreement will benefit both of us. It will deepen the connections to my kind and the Dark Elves. We pretty much will guarantee peace. And I will get a powerful husband, and I will produce powerful offspring. This will guarantee that the Snow Elf bloodline will not die out. Especially from such a noble clan, from the Frostcrest clan that you're from. Don't give me that look. I'm well versed in Snow Elf house families. You're pretty much royalty when it comes down to it. Seeing you've done your research, of course. When things pique my interest, I like to know. I like to know a little more. Call it a girl's curiosity. You're very clever. Very well. I look forward to our future in conversations. Princess Scarlet. Me as well. Winter. Until we meet again. Good night. As Alice, or not Alice, sorry, as Scarlet walks off smiling. As you have the king and queen as they were listening, as well, the queen's like, did those two just arrange a arranged marriage? I think so. That Winter is it seems like a Disney business deal than anything else. He's an interesting one. No, it's not very nice to eavesdrop. As they turn around to see Demon Lord Lily. You're early. My apologies, Your Majesty. But things have progressed a little faster than normal, so I had to I had to arrive early. I hope my ambassador hasn't having given you any problems. No, of course. He's been very well mannered. Good. By the way, where is the boy? Oh, he's on the balcony. He's just got done talking to our daughter. No, this is way out of line of me, Demon Lord. But is it possible you could have Winter stay longer, about 3 months? My daughter has taken a keen interest in him. She pondered your idea. Very well, I'll allow it. It shouldn't be a problem. That means he's hands off, Fox. Me? Is she acting confused, as looking a Demon Lord? Such harsh words, Demon Lord Lily. You wound me. If I wasn't trying to establish peace, I would ring your head in. As the Demon Lord, Kitsune, just pretty much taps her on the head as, well, Lily is getting upset. That's just kind of like she treats Lily like a little sister, so it's just, this playful fighting, antagonizing. Demon Lord Lulu, welcome. You looking well, Your Majesty? How's life? Good, ma'am. That's good. Excuse me, Your Majesty. Demon Lord Lulu, but I have some things to go over with Winter. As she excused herself as she stepped on the balcony next to Winter. You've done well, Winter. I was right to put my trust into you. Your reward, as Winter kneeled down. As he kneeled down, as Lily pats him on the head. Winter, your stay here will be prolonged to a certain time. I want you to make sure everything runs smoothly. So I'm going to have you stay about 3 months. After after the peace treaty begins. Are you sure about this? Your arrangement with the princess. So you know about that. Yes, I do. Beneficial agreement. It will show that the dark elf mean it. I see. Very well. I have a question though. What's with the head pats? What? Everyone loves my head pats. Making fun of me? No, I'm not. I'm just curious. Good. you should head off to your room. It's getting quite late. Make sure you keep up your strength. Understood, Demon Lord. Demon Lord Lulu walks on the balcony. Placing a tracking on the boy, are you? It's precautionless. I know where he is at all times. You still haven't got over your sister, did you? Of course not. I might not able to stop what happened to the snow elves, but at least I can protect one of them. The Frostcrest clan was always the loyalists to my sister. If anyone tries to hurt him, I will vaporize him off of this planet. I understand, Lily. Hands off. But Lily, we still need to get someone on the empty throne. I know we need to get a demon lord to take control back to the snow elf territory. But one problem at a time. But you at least have an idea who you want to take the territory. I do. I have a individual in mind, but it's far too early. You in the meeting in the next couple days. I'm gonna go and rest. As she pretty much walks off, as that's where we're gonna stop our part off. Hope you guys have a good night and day, judging my time zones, and I'll catch you in the next video.